There's a credit card most Americans have never heard of that gives you 24-hour personal travel concierge, free private terminal access at LAX and JFK, and a 100,000-point sign-up bonus. And it costs less per year than a Starbucks habit. The annual fee is $295. The benefits I'm about to list, conservatively valued, come out at $2,400 a year. By the end of this video, you're going to know the card, the 3 cards I'd stack with, and the one common mistake that makes a $500 concierge book a $5,000 room when you didn't ask for it. Look, here's the thing. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Quick affiliate disclosure. The cards linked in the description below include affiliate codes. If you apply through them, I receive a small commission, and you receive the same bonus, sometimes a slightly higher one. The card recommendations are independent of the affiliate pay. Look, the card is the Bilt Mastercard at the new Elite tier. Bilt rewards Elite, launched in late 2025. And the reason it's flown under the radar is that Bilt's flagship card has historically been the no annual fee version, which is excellent for rent payments. The Elite tier is different. It's a premium travel card with metal construction, 8 transfer partners, including United, American, Hyatt, and Marriott, and the one feature that genuinely separates it from every other premium card on the market. Rent day. Every first of the month, every spending category doubles. 3 points per dollar on dining becomes 6. 5 points per dollar on travel becomes 10. If you stack your big purchases for the first of the month, you can earn 40 to 60,000 points a quarter just by timing. The sign-up bonus is 100,000 Bilt points after $7,500 spent in 6 months. Those points transfer 1 to 7 airlines and 1 hotel partner. The Hyatt redemption is the same math I covered in last week's video. Park Hyatt Vienna is sold at 25,000 points a night. Cash rate is 920 euros, so each Bilt point is worth about 4 cents in that redemption. 100,000 points equals $4,000 of luxury hotel nights at the high-end redemption. At the floor, a 1.25 conversion to dollars. It's still $1,250 of base value. The annual fee pays for itself many times. Now, because this is where most people leave money on the table. Bilt Elite's concierge is delivered by a partner called Quintessentially, which used to be available only to clients holding $10 million in private bank assets. The service includes restaurant bookings at venues that don't take direct reservations from the public. Including the famous fully booked Italian spot in Brooklyn most New Yorkers know by name, end quote. Theater premieres. Sporting event seats, not for sale on Ticketmaster. The trick is, you have to ask the concierge specifically and constrain the budget. If you ask the concierge to, quote, book me a romantic anniversary dinner in Paris next month, end quote, without a budget, they will book a €400 per head menu at a 3 Michelin star restaurant. If you ask them, quote, book a romantic anniversary dinner in Paris next month, budget €100 per person, neighborhood, the Marais, end quote. You get an extraordinary meal at a price you control. Right? What's the wildest request you'd send a concierge if you had one with no budget? Drop it in the comments. I'll pick the most ridiculous 5 and run them past my actual concierge to see what comes back. Some of these are going to surprise you. Let me cover the private terminal access. Because this benefit alone, if you fly even moderately, is worth the entire annual fee. Bilt Elite includes 4 annual passes to PS. Private Street at LAX and JFK. PS is a separate terminal 1 mile from the main airport with its own runway tarmac access. You arrive, you're driven directly to your plane in a BMW. You bypass every check-in line and TSA queue. The cash price for 1 PS pass is currently $595 at LAX. 4 passes is $2,380. The annual fee is $295 just on the PS access. The math is overwhelmingly in your favor. If you fly out of LAX or JFK twice a year and use the passes, you've netted nearly $2,000 before counting points, lounge access, anything else. Now the 3 cards I'd stack with. Card 1. The Amex Platinum, because the Bilt Elite has weaker airline credit infrastructure, and Platinum gives you Centurion Lounge access, plus the $200 airline incidental credit and the $200 Uber credit. Use Bilt Elite for the rent and the rent day doubling. Use Platinum for everything else where you want lounge access on the more common carriers. Card 2. The Chase Sapphire Reserve at the new 95,000 point offer, because it gives you the strongest auto rental coverage of any card on the market, and the airport restaurant credit. Card 3. The world of Hyatt credit card, because the free anniversary night at Category 1 through 4 hotels can be redeemed at properties that cost 20,000 points minimum elsewhere. Use Bilt Elite to earn Hyatt points. Use the WO card to get the free night every 12 months. Okay, so here's the one common mistake that ruins this entire setup. Most people get the Elite tier card, ride the points bonus, then forget that rent day requires you to actually time your spending. They put the cell phone bill, the gym membership, the Amazon Prime renewal, anything recurring, on autopay throughout the month. So the rent day bonus structure goes mostly in use. The fix is exactly 2 phone calls. Move your 2 largest recurring charges, typically rent or mortgage, and any utility you can put on a card, to the first of the month autopay. Plan large discretionary purchases like flights and hotels to clear on the first. You don't have to time everything. You just have to time the top 3 or 4 expenses to land on rent day. I want to be honest about the downside. The Bilt Elite has no rotating bonus categories. The base earn rate on non-rent day spending is fairly average, 1 point per dollar. So if you're not going to actually time your spending, you'd earn more points overall on a Capital One Venture X or a Chase Sapphire Preferred, which give consistent 2 times on travel and dining. The card's value is entirely contingent on you adopting the rent day discipline. If you're not the type to track the calendar, pick a different card. There's no shame in that. I'm not going to pretend the card works for everyone. Honestly, this depends on your situation and your follow-through. Look, here's the thing. If you want to know whether you're a rent day discipline person, try it for 1 month without applying for the card. Just pick a card you already have, look at your calendar, identify the top 3 purchases you'll make this month, and write them on a sticky note for the first. If you can pull it off in a regular month, the card is for you. If you can't, save the annual fee. Subscribe. Next video is a deep dive on the quintessentially concierge with 3 real requests. I sent them last week, the actual responses, and the wildly different outcomes when I gave a budget versus when I did. The price difference between budgeted and open-ended requests will surprise you.